Hey guys, how you all doing? This is NKD Smart View. So right about today, we're going on to today's gameplay, and as I've been doing for quite a while, if you've been following up, you know it's very simple. Go through your gameplay, use the system of analysis, get your analysis done. Now, as I stated in the previous video, the system of analysis is quite simple. Very simple. So this has one out. Let's go over now. Let's take it. It's quite simple. I make use of 3 techniques, which, as I stated, I made a video on how to do this on Telegram, on the Telegram channel for subscribers. And also, that particular video is around the 53 minutes video, and it shows you the pros and the cons of BET9JA gaming. With that video, you can know what is possible and what is impossible, what to expect at a very given stage, and what not to expect on the game of BET9JA. Now, as I stated in the previous videos, this system and this principle is based on what we call the hot and cold period, number 1. Number 2, making use of your draws to predict what could happen next. Then number 3, your statistics. So when you put this confluence in check, you can get yourself a very suitable working system. And this is it now, 2/2:1. We go over to the next. So as I stated, 3 prediction criteria or 3 analysis criteria: hot and cold period, your last draws, and also your statistics. When you put all these together, you get yourself a working system. Now, in that given sense, I've always stated no pattern, no system, no prediction, no trick is 100% accurate. That is why something called the martingale staking exists, a system whereby after every loss you can go in for recovery. The only thing about martingale is that let your system be rigid enough that whenever you make a loss, you can go in for a recovery immediately. Let it not outstretch. A single loss, at the very max 2 losses, you go in for a recovery, and that's just it. So we've won the 3rd game in a row. Let's go over to the next. And also, while using this system, there is also something to note. There are always time to begin your game, and there's a time to end it. That means you don't just keep on playing and staking and staking. In fact, in the first video I made about this system, I explained a whole lot on it. So I explained every single thing. Going back to watch that video, you will get more details. But as I stated, this is a premium system, and it exists on Telegram for the premium subscribers. So in that given sense, let's go over now to the next phase of this right about now. So in that sense, let's watch this out. We have a 14, 20, 35. We've played it out 3 times, is 1. This is the 4th time now going on to the system. So we have a 35 here. We are going in for a recovery. So going in now for a recovery. All right, so this is it. So going in for recovery, as I stated, no system is 100% assured, but using your martingale, you should get it out done. Now we expect a recovery immediately. By the system, by its working principles, whenever you make a loss, this is how we make our risk-take. And making the risk-take in this system, we are to get an instant recovery. That is because we are on the right color. We are currently on the right color. The only thing wrong was the number. So in that given sense now, the color will keep on lagging. As you can see, we made the recovery. The color will keep on lagging, but the number can act against you at a given stage. That is why this system is, first of all, you have to eliminate a color. According to what I explained in the previous videos, you eliminate a color. Then within the 2 remaining colors, which in this case I eliminated the color green, I'm currently on red and blue. And after that, after making further calculations, it was decided that I will be making my BETZERO 3+ not to come on the color blue. And following up with that, it is stated the numbers. So 3 criteria: eliminate a color. From the 2 remaining colors, you choose the one that is of preference at that given stage. Then number 3, you choose the numbers that you see according to analysis will not be coming. So once you get all those criteria, that is all. So 14, 20, 32. As I stated, the first thing is that the color blue is in a period whereby we don't expect it to be occurring that much. That's the first criteria. That's why I chose the color blue. Then choosing my numbers, I choose my numbers according to numbers that I do not also expect to be performing quite well in the given game phase. So in that stage now, we have the color blue firstly, and if we can check on the last 7 draws, from ID 41 all the way to, let's say, ID 35. Blue not present on 41, 2 on 40, 2 on 39, 2 on 38, 2 on 37, 236, 235. So we have not gotten any 3 plus appearance at any given stage. So a 14, 20, and 32. We are going in now for a recovery at this stage. But before I do that, I have to confirm if we are not to be changing out from the color blue to red. No, we are not. We are still in a good phase in the blue. So all we have to do now is eliminate the color 32. So the color 32 should be eliminated right about now. Alright, so this is it here. Okay, so 32 for 47. I was quite late on this, too bad. Quite late on this. So 14, 20, 47. So my restake got in, but I did not use complete stake, so it affected the balance. So let's restake. We are not changing out from the color blue yet. We are not going over to the color red, and we are just sticking out with these numbers. So the given sense is rather very simple. Whenever you choose your color, you have your set of numbers you continue playing with. You continue on that same color for a period of time, but numbers can equally change at any time. Whenever any number chooses to lose, then you have to replace that number. And in a given stage, you might need to replace the entire color. That means at a given stage, I need to change out from the color blue, but we have not gotten to that stage yet. And as I stated, you will not win 100 over 100, but using a martingale, you should get yourself a good win on the long run with your balance increasing. All you need in BET9JA is your balance to keep on increasing, not how much you can win at once. It's all about consistency. You might win so big of an amount. I've seen people that flipped 10,000 to 100,000 in a day. By the next 30 minutes, it was down back to 1,000, less than 1,000. So you just need a consistent system and not something that can give you a high amount of money. That's why I've always stated the gameplay of high-low, which is this here, I'm not a fan to it. Dragon, I don't go there. Bet49, not really. I prefer just to stick around with the rainbow and the BETZERO, and sometimes the color. That's just it. Very simple. You just need a system that works, not to get a high amount of money. Like some people will tell you they need one that can flip out their cash easily. As you flip out your cash easily, you also lose out the cash easily. That's just it. This has a very high odd. This also has a high odd. This is rather very technical. This now is taking pattern. Whatever you're talking about doesn't really apply here. This is the best bet you can go on. Then this also has a very good chance of giving you profit on the long term. So this right here is a no-go. This here are the big odds, then these are the best picks. So keep that in mind.